Number 2, that means
Sports Center with Jay and Dan. And they only sang one anthem for this one. Oh, Canada.
Remember Ryan Miller?
It's the Jets and Canucks. Connor Hellebuck making his second straight start over Steve Mason. He's got the Jets' only win after starting the season as the backup. Brock Besser. Daniel Sedin bangs in the rebound. That's his first of the season. Besser led the Canucks in scoring during the preseason one of Vancouver. Sven Baertschi without a stick, can't clear the zone. Jake Trouba just keeps the puck into the line. It hits a skate and went in. Morrissey's first of the season, ties it at 1. Patrick Laine, he's only got a goal so far this season, just one. Late in the second.
Brian Little finds the stick of Patrick Laine, and Patrick Laine finds the back of the net. And the Jets.
Laine's second of the season, 2-1 Jets. That's Myers' first of the season, Jets up 3-1. Hi.
Welcome to Sports Center. At the same time.
Well, we kind of do finish each other's sentences by this point. We've been together a long time.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, Dan, the baseballs is continuing.
Oh, boy.
The division series, we've got 3 of 4 championship series finalists. Okay, we got to find out who the last one will be.
Who?
Oh, who will it be? Who? The winner of this one, Cubs and the Nats, Game 5. Winner will take on the Dodgers in the National League Championship Series. Nats looking for their first postseason series win since they moved from Montreal. Michael A. Taylor coming off that grand slam in Game 4. I love that he uses a middle initial. You don't see that a lot in professional sports. We should see it more. Taylor's 7 RBIs, most in Nationals history in a single postseason. Washington up 4-1. Take a look, though. Baez's follow-through appears to hit Wieters in the mask. Should have been an automatic strike 3. Should have been the 3rd out of the inning. But it's not reviewable. So the inning continues, and things get worse for the one-time Sports Illustrated cover boy Wieters. Tommy La Stella, Wieters' glove makes contact with the bad catcher's interference. That loads him up for John Jay, and Scherzer blunks him, and another run scores. A disaster for the Nats. It's 7-4 Chicago. That makes it 8-4 Chicago. Just a complete whiff. 7 unanswered runs by the Cubbies, all of which coming with 2 outs in the inning. 9-7, they're in the bottom of the inning.
How about the Thursday night matchup in the NFL? Panthers and Eagles, 2 teams tied for top spot in the NFC. Not just that, but the 2 QBs in this one, Cam Newton and Carson Wentz, early MVP frontrunners. Finally, TNDS. Thursday nighter didn't suck. Both teams 4-1. Carolina coming off wins on the road in New England and Detroit. As how about those Eagles? They improved to 5-1. Boomsies.
The 2-time Cup champs against the team many picked as tops in the East. Potential Eastern Conference final matchup? Don't ask me. Let's ask That's Hockey host Gino Reda what he thinks of Thursday's Penguins-Lightning matchup.
I'm not here, guys. I'm not here.
Okay. I'm sorry. Lightning take it 5-4.
Wild and the Hawks, very unusual giveaway in Chicago. First 20,000 fans received Joel Quenneville replica mustaches. So that means 1,386 people did not get the mustaches. Shouldn't they have just given them to everyone? And the mustache has its own Twitter account, I guess. What is the Twitter account?
It's
Coach Q's mustache.
Coach Q's stash.
Chris Stewart buries his first of 2. The play, was that offside? The goal's confirmed after a long review. Quenneville says, hey, This is my night. Oh, no? Okay, never mind. Wild win, 5-2.
Just on Coach Q's mustache Twitter account, one of his tweets, goalposts. Can't live with them, can't live without them. Hilarious stuff. Stars and Preds, first period, Yannick Weber hit hard by Martin Hansel, who appears to catch him in the head. Hansel given a 5-minute major for interference. Weber left the game, did not return. 19-year-old Samuel Girard made his NHL debut Tuesday. Girard, a goal and assist, 3 points in his first 2 NHL games. Preds take it 4-1. Girard, the first star, and the family, they've got their phones out. We're back on the television program that many of you are watching across this great country. Ezekiel Elliott's 6-game suspension's been reinstated after a federal appeals court lifted an injunction that blocked the suspension. Did that sound confusing? Here's the bottom line. Elliott will begin serving the suspension immediately. He'll be eligible to return November the 24th after the Cowboys' Thanksgiving game against the LA Chargers. Elliott's legal team says it is still exploring all of its legal options.
Cowboys owner Jerry Jones said on Sunday that he would bench players if they don't stand for the national anthem. Jones again made that point on Wednesday in a team meeting.
How was your meeting today with the team and Jerry and everything? How'd it go?
It went well. I mean, we handled and ironed out everything that we needed to at this time.
Edmonton's lost 2 straight, and Thursday marked 2 straight days that Leon Draisaitl missed practice because of swelling in his eye. Listening to head coach Todd McClellan, it doesn't sound like he'll be back before Saturday's matchup with the Sens.
The swelling's come down in his eye, and you know, now he has a little bit of vision out of it, but still not safe to put him on the ice today. And it's not something we're going to fool around with until he's 100% ready to come back.
He didn't yell at anyone. Montreal Canadiens waived defenseman Mark Streit just 4 games into his second stint with the Habs. 39-year-old only played 2 games this season, going -2 without a point. Joined the team on a 1-year, $700,000 contract in July, so it might be the end of the road for him. He's 39. He's played 786 games, but as you pointed out, he played a long time in the Swiss League.
Yeah, he came over to the NHL late.
Yeah. Drafted, what, 2004?
Yeah, I remember it well. I was also drafted that year. Triple Decker Limos, our sponsor.
The longest time, we couldn't figure out how to say his name.
Yeah, it was kind of a tricky one. He'll retire like Mutt Lang and Shania. He'll retire to Switzerland. Hopefully it goes better for him than for them.
Dustin Byfuglien, he wasn't in the lineup when the Jets faced the Canucks Thursday night. D-man still dealing with a lower body injury. Byfuglien raised some e-brews on Tuesday when he took part in a team fishing trip. Look at that's a sturgeon.
That's insane. That can't be real. Paul?
He wasn't bull riding, he was fishing.
It's a big fish.
Well, he didn't have to wrestle it. We gave him a line and a hook. Seated for most of it. No, I didn't have any concern with it.
He is the best. The line of the... He is the best.
We gave him a line and a hook. I like that.
Coach Maurice, God, those players must love him. I love that he defended his player like that.
I don't get the fishing thing.
I love it. It's relaxing.
No, it's so
I'm always out there
boring.
in Lake Ontario, and then I catch him and I eat him right out of there. Byfuglien could return. Jets play Saturday at home to Carolina. I like that. He stuck up for his players.
Hey, a pair of big boys dropped the gloves on Thursday night.
This is incredible.
Marcus Foligno went toe-to-toe with Chicago's John Hayden. Both guys. Hockey fights are so rare now.
They're so rare. Hayden's 6'3", 223. Foligno 6'3", 232. So even matchup, the tail of the tape, an even matchup. That was really, you said it. You never see hockey fights anymore.
Irving told ESPN reporters, quote, he could see it was a vast difference of what Cleveland is and what Boston is. Boston's one of those cities. I'm driving in and thinking, I'm really playing in a real live sports city and a great city. Close.
You're too fast for the graphics.
Sorry. Me read too quickie.
They call it Too Fast O'Toole. I don't understand that because, as you and I both know, it's always fun times in Cleveland.
Fun times in Cleveland today. Cleveland. Come on down to Cleveland town, everyone. Come and look at both of our buildings.
Oh, that was fun.
Again, we should clarify, you are not singing on that.
No, everyone thinks that's my voice, but no, that's not me. All right, here we go. Tim Hortons collector cards Upper Deck puts them out. They're beautiful at participating locations. Producer Tim saying 15 seconds. Oh.
We already got one of these, didn't you? Nick Ehlers.
Okay, well, I've got a jet right here. And I just want to mention, again, Mark Scheifele put out an incredible article in the Players Tribune, the 5 toughest players he's ever played against. Highly recommend it. Scheifele can really write.
And we had Tarasenko. Wasn't he in one of the highlights tonight?
Yeah, he was, Dan.
Yeah. Was he?
No, I don't think the Blues played.
Hey, kids! Are you wondering when Erik Karlsson is going to return from injury? Coming this October, it's the new game everyone can't wait to play. It's the Erik Karlsson waiting game. Do you think you have what it takes to navigate Erik Karlsson back to the ice from injury? Tonight? Nope. Better wait. Maybe today? Yeah, right. Day to day. Now? No. Now? No. What about now? Nope. Now? No. The Erik Karlsson waiting game. Though waiting is the fun part?
Red Blacks and Riders, Kevin Glenn, will he last to the end? It's the second part of our Friday Night Football doubleheader, kickoff at 10 Eastern. But to start it off, it'll be the Stamps and Tabbies. Ladies, can I hear your beautiful voices?
Friday Night Football tonight!
4 Pacific across the TSN network in 4K.
Jannies, you know what it is by now. Wild and Blackhawks, Brent Seabrook carrying the puck. Marcus Foligno lines out. Oh, man. I didn't see it this well in the first time because I was doing the highlight. Well, I guess I should have seen it, but you know what I mean. I saw clearer now.
Game 5 of the National League Division Series, Addison Russell will send one to left. Jason Worth, no. Jason Worth, no.
Boy. Wild and Hawks, Chicago buzzing. Artem Anisimov picks it up in the slot wires. He scores. Wait. He actually hit both posts. Hey, look who's in net.
Sabres and Sharks. Jonas Donskoy has the puck behind the net, and in Patrick Kane-like fashion, sends it in front to Chris Tierney. That's Jonas Donskoy. Nope, never heard of him.
One more from Washington. Why? Banana guy. He brought a banana to the park, and it's really old. Hey, Jim, want to go to the game? Yeah, only if I can bring my banana.
Let me get my banana. I'd like to make a fresh loaf of banana bread. That's the only thing that kind of banana is good for. A delicious loaf of banana bread. You know, and sometimes I think we're doing pretty well for ourselves. Until today, when we received this actual email from TSN's Gino Reda. Has anyone seen a set of car keys? Mercedes-Benz. Thanks.
Humble brag. That's why we're trying to get our app game and get a little scratch on the side by getting into the app game. That's why we're trying to up our game. Sorry.
How about this one? Buff Fin. Are you injured but still looking to catch a huge fish? Download the new app from Dustin Bufflin, Buff Fin. This app will show you fish migration patterns, lure recommendations, and nothing hockey related because you are for sure injured.
You might like Sports Calendar. It's a calendar app that informs you of all the gimmick nights teams use to get people in the stadium so you can avoid Star Wars Night Bark at the park and everyone wear cowboy hats day. Just go to the regular games like a regular person with the Sports Calendar app.
And finally, Clue Blew It. Missed the ALDS? Find out if Corey Kluber blew it with the Clue Blew It app. This app is just a picture of the word yes. Is it worth the $2.99? No. Is it a topical joke? Barely. Oh, and just in case anyone was worried about Gino's keys, found. Thanks to all. Gino Reda, host. Tim Hortons, That's Hockey. This has been the Jay and Dan App Store. Those are apps that don't exist, but should.
Still to come. Mike Garafolo drops by to give us his take on the Zeke situation and the latest on Andrew Luck. That's next.
He's the most exciting star reporter at the National Football League Network. It ain't nothing but a G thing.
NFL Network's Mike Garafolo joining us now with the latest news from the NFL. Mike, we begin with Ezekiel Elliott. 6-game suspension, reinstated. So is this case now closed?
It is not closed, Dan. This thing could go on for a while. I still believe, and people on Ezekiel Elliott's side believe, that he will not serve a suspension in 2017. He ruled that the NFLPA filing an appeal in Texas before the NFL appeal process had gone through was basically the New York court's way of saying you just went too soon on this one. You can't appeal something that hadn't been decided yet. Therefore, there was no jurisdiction in Texas. So, again, as simply as I can put it, it's likely now that the NFLPA and Ezekiel Elliott will file in New York. The process will continue, and they're hopeful that the stay, which means the suspension will be put on hold, will be reinstated.
Mike, I want the straight goods on Andrew Luck. He's practicing again this week. Is he going to play? Is he any closer? What is really going on?
He is closer, Dan. Last week when I was at practice, he was throwing just short passes. I mean, 10, 15 yards and just lobbing them. At least in practice this week, he's been working with the scout team, not just on air, throwing by himself and throwing down the field a little bit. And you saw him during warm-ups and team-released video. Seemed to be putting a lot more on that ball than he was when I was there last week. Now, I'm told you're looking at about 2 to 3 more weeks before he's back to playing.
Why? Why not just sit him in the entire year?
Because he wants to play and because you want to give some hope to your franchise and your fans that here's our franchise quarterback, he's back. And maybe he gets to put that behind him and say, you know what, my shoulder's better now heading into 2018. I know it's all behind me. That's the hope.
You are our franchise quarterback. Mike Garafolo, our NFL insider. Thank you, my friend. Good guy.
Continue our quest to get blocked by Brandon Roethlisberger. It's time now to bring in our social media guru, Danny. So he's going to send Big Ben another tweet from the Jay and Dan account. So just to recap,
yeah, let's recap here.
He keeps blocking people, and he hasn't blocked us. We sent him 2 tweets. So, Danny, what are we sending?
All right. Today we're going to send if you're thinking of blocking me, you need to make like your job next year and back up.
Oh, boom! No chance he doesn't block us. Double negative. This has got to be the one, Danny. Don't you think?
We're hoping, but I don't know. I think he's just ignoring us. He knows we're there.
You're losing confidence in the day. I don't want to see that from you, Danny. I want confidence.
I know.
You're our social media guy.
We're going to do it.
Yeah, let's get blocked.
Tonight's the night.
Come on, let's get blocked.
Okay, thanks, Danny.
No problem.
Get out of here.
Or Danny. On Wednesday's show, we discussed why some athletes don't play through injury or illness, and the conversation has struck a nerve. Have a look.
Whenever this happens, an athlete in any sport that's not hockey gets sick, the hockey people say, yeah, it wouldn't happen in hockey.
I was listening to a few guys who used to play hockey hosting a TSN radio show today, and they were just carving him up because he was sick.
Jay and Dan chirped us for chirping him, those losers.
Why did they chirp us?
Oh, they're like, because they were like, hockey guys will always say, that guy's sick, he's not playing. And then Jay said, I heard 2 guys on Overdrive that used to play hockey, actually 3 of them, and they were like, this guy's not, and they chirped us. That's
what do
all
they know?
do is chirp people.
Yeah, what do they just had 4 months off.
Yeah.
They could have started Jay and Dan last June.
No kidding.
They had to wait until September to come back, but we're
summer
soft.
off.
I should point out that Noodles and the O-Dog also had the whole summer off.
Yeah, they all did.
I believe Noodles mentioned that later in the conversation.
Okay.
I like that stuff. A little back and forth with us and the other important show on the network.
I like those guys.
I like them too. Still to come, there was lots to choose from, but none of these moments were good enough for our top 10. Wait till you see what we've got as we count down the best outside the crease moments here on Overdrive on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Gabby's. As a goalie, yeah, I was one. Getting off your leash was my favorite thing to do because once you're out of that crease, it's like a shot of Gold Bond down your pants. You don't know what's going to happen or where it's going to end up. As we see in the SportsCenter Top 10 outside the crease moments.
A lot of people with a horrible visual right now.
And it makes it tingle. Like plays like this, look at that. Johan Hedberg, sliding poke check. And Simon Gagne. Hedberg lost his helmet. Jersey goes over his head. It's craziness. Boy, those jerseys were horrible.
Rangers and Kings, sorry. I blew it. Oh, Jonathan Quick. Ryan McDonough sent it down the ice quick.
Do you believe that?
Ontario Hockey League Sioux goalie Brandon Halverson skates out front and puts it.
How about the Sioux in the show twice?
A lot of Sioux content.
Sens Leafs, Daniel Offerson all over. Oh, here's Cujo. Yeah, you seen that one. He's pretty fired up.
Took him out. It's fun. Avs Rangers, Patty Waugh dangling past the great one, but he carried it over center ice. That's a penalty. What?
Game 1 of the '89 Wales Conference Final. Chris Chelios lays out Brian Propp. This is one of the most vivid memories I had watching Habs games. Hextall here. And we're going to see the tongue, because the tongue was just a thing of nightmares. Please show the Hextall tongue. Here. There it is. Yes.
The Wild and Wings. Dominic Hasek.
Right over top of Dom. Oh my
sending Marian Gaborik end over end. The Dominator.
Can we do just an all goalies show one night?
We just did an all goalies top 10.
No, but like, just seeing goalies plays, I just love it.
That could be a whole separate show on this network. But you could just do all top 10 goalie things.
No, but you do chats with goalies, break down plays with goalies.
Here's a great name for the show, Goalies.
Who's in net?
Yeah, well, I mean, you were a goaltender. Jamie Noodles McLennan could be a part of that.
That's it, just us two.
Just the two of you guys.
So long, right, see?
I had a good run. And this segment brought to you by our good friends at Dodge Ram. 1v1. Here is how we put it together. We throw in some guts, a little bit of glory, and a sprinkle of Ram. Our latest challenger is Tampa Lightning goaltender Andrei Vasilevskiy on tsn.ca/1v1. But then Lindsay Blazing Speed Hamilton will make a decision on the 6 Eastern edition of SportsCenter on Friday. Dan reading his book. We blew it. We blew a lot of it.
Yeah, I said Vladimir Tarasenko was in our Blues highlight pack. That didn't happen. By the way, can we bring back the sticker books too? Sticker books. I love those.
Think about that, Tim Hortons. I blew it. I didn't even know the Blues were playing. Trocheck. That was a
yeah, I messed that one up.
Tretiak. I forgot to mention Marty Biron. I mentioned you're going to do your new show, Goalies, with Noodles McLennan. Marty Biron also works for TSN. Why would he be a part of it?
Yeah, I thought he left, but he's doing Sabres games and some work for us,
It's
too.
not a long drive. And, yeah, overall, I thought it was a pretty good show.
What, Tim, I can't get Jay's thoughts on the show?